Hello, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. And Kathy and I have a thing about Fridays. Everything always screws up on Friday, and thus it was today. By the way, I do not understand why Apple put the iPad iMovie start button right in the way of the camera lens. Couldn't they have put it on that side so you don't constantly see your finger in every picture? One of the things, if I ever meet Tim Cook, I'll talk to him about that and say, hey, put it on the other side. Anyway, I wanted to go out today. I wanted to drop off my rent finally because it's been raining every day and couldn't. So I walk up to the bus at Berryessa Street and Mellis to get the 16. This was about 20 to 3. Had to get somewhere, then go to grocery outlet, then come back, walk over or take the 9 over to Pete's at something Plaza. My brain is gone today. Things are screwing up mentally too. I started to talk to Jeremy DeJoy and I put the phone down and back in the holder with and he isn't there. He isn't answering his phone. So anyway, I get up there, and the 16 leaves Amtrak at 3 o'clock. And I said, okay, I haven't missed it. So I'm standing there waiting for the bus, and the 98X comes by, and that goes to Walnut Creek BART. Then the 3 comes by, and that's the shuttle loop that goes up to Nobile Foods and the theater and Kaiser and the VA and Walmart and Carl's Jr., which Kathy loves, and Lucky. And I wish it'd stop between Lucky and the 99-cent store that's up there, but it doesn't. So, first 2 buses go by, and I shake your head no, and the 16 finally comes, and I go like this, and I'm waving at him to, pull over here. He waves back at me and smiles and keeps going. So I couldn't take the 3:40 bus because it would get me to where I had to go after 4 o'clock, and they wouldn't see me. I go back home, but this time the grass pollen is built up, and I'm starting to huff and puff and gasp for air. Had my inhaler, got on the phone, called County Connection, and mentally, because I'm working another story in my head, kept saying Regional Transit, which is Sacramento's bus and light rail line. So I call up and I say, look, I'm really upset about this. I missed my bus. I need to go get food. I need to do other things. Waited there by the bus, flagged the driver down. He smiled at me, waved like this, and kept going. So they said, well, I said, I want to talk to, we'll file a complaint. I said, no, I want to talk to the supervisor. I'm mad. Can't find the supervisor. Not answering the phone. I get the second one. I call back, get the second person. She says, can't find. Then I get disconnected. And then I call up again. I get disconnected. The guy calls me back while I'm calling up a 4th time. Apologized for disconnecting me. I think he was mad at me. And so they connect me to the manager of customer service. And I tell her the whole story. And I said, I'm still waiting for a letter from 12 years ago. The answer to my letter, I got thrown off the bus one day. You're not allowed to eat on the bus. But I wasn't eating when I was on the bus so much as I had a cookie in my mouth that I just put in my mouth. I was chewing it. And this is on a Saturday when the buses only run every 2 hours. This is before they had their big cutbacks. I've never seen this driver again, so maybe they laid him off. They laid off a whole bunch of drivers, County Connection. The state cut their funding. So I get on the bus. I'm chewing the cookie. And we go from Amtrak to the hospital, which you'll see the picture of. That's the 18, but the bus I wanted today was the 16. And they both go on the same route partially. So, actually, I don't think the 18 goes up by the hospital. No, it doesn't. It goes down Pacheco. So why the picture is at the hospital, I don't know. But that's from the County Connections website. It's very odd. The 18 doesn't go up Alhambra Boulevard. I just thought of that. So the guy tells me I'm eating on the bus. I have to get off the bus because I'm chewing on my cookie that's half digested in my mouth and half in my stomach. So I get on my iPhone and I call County Connection. I said, I want to talk to the supervisor. Complain about this guy. This is crazy. So they can't get a hold of one. It's a Saturday. And he said, if you don't get off the bus, I'm going to call the police. So this numbnuts called the police on me. And they had told me I had to get off the bus. And I never did get to where I'm going and had to take the next bus home. And there went my Saturday. I've never been thrown off a bus before or since in my life. So I wrote I called up on Monday, complained to County Connection, called up Sunday and complained to them, and then went out there physically and handed them a very long letter detailing this. I even took pictures of the bus, the driver, the bus number. Nothing was done about it. Now, these are union workers, and I guess part of it is a lot of them don't give a damn. So today I called up, got a hold of the manager of customer service, told her what's going on, told her a few other things, like the buses at Amtrak leave 5 minutes or 10 minutes early, or 5 or 10 minutes late, or never get there at all. And their schedules are screwed up. You get on one bus, you get off, and they don't have them tied to where the one bus is there and the other bus is there. You got to wait 20 minutes, or sometimes because the schedule, whoever designed these schedules is dumb, they're not there. So you miss the next bus. So she said, I'm sorry this happened. I will have the supervisor review the film and talk to the driver. And for your trouble, they're going to send me a free monthly bus pass, and that's $15 and I'll have to spend. But that threw my whole day off because I come home, I'm using my inhalers, I'm all out of it because all my plans for the day are shot, and I'm looking up a news story I want to talk about, the latest idiocy in California. And don't get my food and have to go back Monday because the buses only run every 2 hours on Saturday, and I don't feel like waiting 2 hours for the bus. So Monday I got to go out and do the same thing I want to do today. I got to get my rent paid. I haven't paid it because we had too much rain. So this is the craziness that happens. The guy, I don't know what he thought, what he was thinking. I'm waving at him. Now I've done that to drivers when I'm not drivers I know. I've waved down, hey, see ya, and they honk, and but I'm the only one standing there. And she said, what were you doing? I said, standing in front of the sign, which is in front of an apartment building there. And there's a big hill where I've seen deer and wild turkeys. And I filmed the deer. I had to get the bus one day. I didn't film the wild turkeys. So that's what happened. We have the bus driver who thought I was waving at him personally. And he was doing about 60 miles an hour coming up the street. He didn't slow down at all. And I wasn't very happy about it. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh, back in a minute with another video. Have a great evening, a great weekend. Enjoy your football or not, and stay warm and safe out there. Oh, by the way, I still haven't gotten comments except from Jeremy and Justin about whether or not who they're rooting for the Super Bowl. And Justin says he don't like either team. And he says hopefully Brady is a dud. That's his opinion of Tom Brady. I would appreciate the comments on that because I posed the question, who you're rooting for in this game. And the map I showed you was the 3 or 4 states that are rooting for Brady. They're all in New England and North Dakota, which is very strange. Minnesota is for the Eagles, except for No Joy, who is for the Patriots, because the Eagles disrespected his team, make fun of their Skol song, which I said, what is that, a strange Scandinavian sex ritual? It's some kind of Skol chant. Now, only Skol I know is saying Skol when you're drinking, or the stuff you put between lip and gum is a chew. So I don't know what the Skol song is. And he said the Eagles cheered when their center broke his foot or broke his ankle, and I thought that was kind of tacky. And he said they threw stuff at the Minnesota Vikings players, and I said, well, that's nothing new. Guys have been doing that for thousands of years at sporting events and other events. They throw stuff at the guys they don't like or the opposite team. You're shocked about that, Jeremy? Oh, one other thing. If you're watching this video, Art Bell fan, every time I send you an email, it gets rejected. That's why I'm not writing you. So you need to change your email so I can. It's being returned as undeliverable. So that's why you're not getting emails from me. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Bye-bye for now.